Got played? It's been a rough year, right, since 2022, today, even with today being up. But really, let's face it, the carnage has been building for months. And while it has Wall Street debating investing styles, value versus growth, it has a whole lot of individual investors wondering if it's even worth it anymore. Now, the frustration, not just from the hits to portfolios, which have far exceeded the broad market, at least over the last 3 to 6 months, there is an even greater sense that they've been getting played all along. Last year, Robinhood and other firms, you remember, they stopped users from buying the same stocks they could actually sell. Well, it turns out last week, FINRA awarded one of those users, a 27-year-old truck driver, more than $29,000 in compensatory damage. But it wasn't just those kind of shenanigans. The ARK fund down 32% in the last 6 months. As it turns out, as it was flying high and a lot of investors, individual investors are jumping on board, many of the insiders, the stocks, the insiders were dumping. In fact, they dumped more than $13 billion of their own shares. Of course, there's the SPACs, which were just the worst disaster of any kind you could think of, except for the masters of the universe and the celebrities who kind of helped spread the word. IPOs were also really beaten down pretty badly, especially names that really were naturally attractive because people use them, so they bought them as investors and they paid a heavy price. Here's the thing, the bottom line, billions of dollars were made from the enthusiasm of individual investors, particularly those who are new to the market. But the biggest winners are Silicon Valley and Wall Street, who ironically are becoming more intertwined. In fact, this morning, an investment by Sequoia and Citadel Securities values the latter at $22 billion. Through it all, Gary Gensler has only offered up lip service, which is a further blow to those who are hoping that the cavalry will come around the corner. Listen, I want you in the stock market, folks. You know that. I want you to broaden your approach, but I also want you to have a fair chance. So today, I'm going to ask all of our investing guests, these are some of the best investors I know, for their suggestions on how to outperform in 2022 and beyond. We're going to follow the lead of my childhood friend and one of the best rappers of all time. He grew up on my block, Kool Moe Dee. Yesterday, somehow a report that he had on his rivals in the 1980s became a social media sensation. So we're going to go there. We're going to do things. He focused on categories like vocabulary, articulation, creativity, and originality. I'm going to focus on some other things. So get ready to learn so that you can earn, even though the playing field is still unleveled. And with that in mind, by the way, Gary G, your invitation to the show is still